Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Well, the Russians want Alaska back. Not for sale? Well, they're going to take it over. The Russians will invade United States of America to take Alaska? Well, Medvedev said so. Medvedev said so, and there's a rumor that supposedly even Putin said that that purchase or sale is illegitimate. Between, when I think there was the Tsar Peter the Great, isn't he the one who sold Alaska to, wasn't he, or it was Catherine the Great? I don't know. We're going to find out. Sold Alaska to the United States of America. Where we got all that information. We got, first article, we got Medvedev saying that, hey, we want that back. Then we got a fact check. That I like fact check. I like to be fact checked by the fact checkers, by independent, smart fact checkers. Why? Because I think it's funny. And then we got about 2 maps, so we know what we're talking about, and a little bit of explanation what happened with Alaska. How did it get into the Americans' claws? All right, so let's start with the first one with the article, which is right there from the New Voice of Ukraine, January 23, 2024. He's looking at Alaska. Kremlin hardliner Medvedev warns of unavoidable conflict in smirking threat to US over Alaska. So unavoidable, my friend, conflict. What do you want? Now remember, when I say hardliner, sometimes people like this right now, like this, that they called hardliners, are actually the moles, are their boys, are their agents, okay? But they make so much noise, so people say, no, you say it ain't so. Medvedev is a US agent? Nah. Look, he says all the time that he's against that. He's a patriot. Yeah, that's exactly what he said that so out loud, and he is the hardliner. So he covers his trail. I'm not saying he is, but I don't discard that whatsoever. I give him 40%. 40% that he's from the other side. And if he is, Putin knows it. But he's not going to eliminate him just like that. If you remember, he was removed. He was not his prime minister anymore. He sent him somewhere else. Now, he might have done that to have a trustworthy guy over there, or keeping far away under the protections and surveillance far away from him. All right, let's see. What these guys say. Pro-Kremlin voices on social media have expressed strange optimism that Russia might somehow challenge US sovereignty over Alaska. I don't think it will happen. I don't think like 100%, unless United States of America will disintegrate one day. And Russia, let's say, will remain strong. This followed an order by Russian President Vladimir Putin directing authorities to search for foreign land that once belonged to the former USSR, the Russian Empire, and register ownership over them. So you see, there's no smoke without fire. Although Putin's decree did not explicitly name Alaska, Washington has firmly told Moscow that attempts to claim US territory will not be tolerated. What do you mean? What are you going to fucking do? Let's say the Russians say, you know what? Alaska is our territory. What the Americans are going to do? Unless the Russians are going to act upon it militarily, then the Americans will do something. Otherwise, what do you think? The Americans are going to attack Russia because the Russians claim it? Nah, will not be tolerated. This is a talk that you encounter in a subordinate and boss relation. Like, for instance, you're a student in the 3rd grade and you have a teacher, and a teacher tells you, Gigi, your behavior is not tolerated. I'm sorry, Miss Pee-Pee. That's exactly how it is. No other word came into my mind. Or Miss Vivi from Vivi. All right. I'm having fun. I don't know about you, my friends. And I'm quoting, I think I speak for all of us in the US government to say that certainly Putin is not getting it back. They're just pushing buttons and you're immediately aggravated. Oh man. I said the State Department principal deputy spokesperson Vedant Patel, commenting on Russia's claim that the allegedly unlawful sale of Alaska in 1867. Kremlin jester. What are these guys? The new voice of Ukraine. Jester. Oh man. Dimitri Medvedev. Oh shit. Kremlin jester. Who holds the symbolic position of deputy head of the Security Council in Russia, stumbled into the discourse. Oh my god, I love this guy. Who the hell wrote this one, man? I want to find his name or her name. Oh man, they don't give the name. Maybe at the bottom we'll find that, because this was hilarious right here. Kremlin jester Dimitri Medvedev, who holds the symbolic position of deputy head of the Security Council in Russia, stumbled into the discourse over Alaska and perhaps over a few drinks came up with empty threats to take the United States to war. Man, let me see. Who that? Please give me a name. Read the original. I want the original. I want to know. No name, really. I want to look with you, my friend, so we can celebrate together. Jesus Christ, superstar. No, boo, really, I want to know. Now I don't want to subscribe to you. What are you talking about? Yeah, shoot, man. So he stumbled. Let's see if how did he say it? And that's it. According to the State Department representative, Russia is not getting back Alaska, which was sold to the United States in the 19th century. He wrote on the January 20 English language account X Twitter, putting a smile face at the end and to signify that he was unfazed by the delusional statement. That's it. Then, and we've been waiting for it to be returned any day. Now war is unavoidable. Dimitri Medvedev. So he is the guy, actually he's the smartest guy here. So let's see, Putin signed that decree. The other idiots got it as, if you're a criminal, let's say you stole something in the neighborhood, and you hear people talking about something someone stole, you're always going to be immediately, it was not me, you feel that you're threatened. Why? Because you feel something is not right. The United States has no reason to be feeling threatened about Alaska. That was a purchase, whatever, sale, 100% legitimate. These guys are but somehow they're very sensitive to that. Very sensitive. And the State Department, the guys over there, the State Department principal deputy Vedant Patel said, but they're not going to get it back. I'm going to have the fact check, remember? I'm going to use it. And we believe in the fact checkers because they're independent. Oh, shoot. So then he said, we're not going to take it back. And then what his name, Medvedev, the jester, comes and said in his Twitter right here, according to a State Department representative, Russia is not getting back Alaska, which was sold to the US in the 19th century. That's what Patel said. And he says, this is it then. And we've been waiting for it to be returned any day. Now war is unavoidable. And a smiley laughter and whatever face. So actually, this is the smart guy, and Patel is an idiot. And let's see now Putin. Fact check. Snopes. Did Putin declare that 1867 sale of Alaska to the US illegal in January 2024? And it says here, well, the Russian Pacific Fleet didn't get the invite to Ukraine and they're getting pretty bored, one Reddit user commented. So if this one is the same document, these guys feature at the bottom right here, the article, the same thing. All right. So that's the same document here. And they say false, and we believe it. We trust the independent sources. And it says, in January, declared Alaska to the United States was illegal. False. Okay, so it said 1867, the United States bought Alaska from the Russian Empire. significantly expanding its territory. Fast forward in July, in Japan. Okay, we got that one. And then we're gonna go, here is where it's at. They started memeing this, guys. So this is the Bering Strait. This is Russia, this is Alaska, this is Canada. They don't give it to the people, ancestral people that came from here in the glacial times. So let's say Alaska. Pam. The Alaska Purchase, Russian Zmicho Kapachupafakalaka, lit. Sale of Alaska. So the Russian Empire transferred Alaska to the United States for a sum of $7.2 million in 1867 dollars, equivalent to $125 million in 2022. Let's see who sold that, man. I just want to know. I can't remember. I think it was Tsar Peter, wasn't he? The great. I'm sorry, man. If I'm gonna be wrong, don't be upset about it. All right, let me find it for you. So I was very off. It was Tsar Alexander II and his brother Duke Constantine brokered the the purchase. So Alexander the Great, my tire or something? Alexander II, Tsar Alexander II, because of the Crimean Wars garbage, sold it. All right. So after the Crimean attack by the Ottomans, the Turks, with the English, with the British, and the French. Again, so that's why the Russians love them a lot. So Alexander II, and he sold it. Now we got that covered. Jesus Christ. Whew! So let's see what else we got here in this. Let's go to a little bit of geography. Where is it located? Right here. So this is Siberia, Russia. This is Alaska. This is the Bering Strait. This is where the Native Americans came from, right here, genetically. And this is a theory, right? They came from here and go, but the genetic whatever remains, they found out they come from India, China, that area. So this is when this was supposedly they were chasing the mammoths, the migration and so on. This is a theory done by us, not by anybody else, who now comes and say, well, that's your history. Yeah, it's our history because we studied it, not you. You didn't fucking know what the fuck is going on over there. Oh, that's what are those red, white stop things over there. What are these? Oh, the wind blows. Ooh, it must be God. Ooh, let's spirits. Okay, yeah, that's true. Let's go back to here, this one. So this is one, and then we go here. So here is where, as you know, we live on this thing here, which is a sphere, okay? So what you see over there, in that little thing over there, this is the sphere. So what you see, this thing here, right here, that's Russia as you see it from here. So anyway, the Bering Strait is right here on both sides. Not because it's 2 times on the globe. Just kidding. I don't think we have, I met people in my life, so that's why I did this. Sorry. So this is where Bering Strait is, right here. This is this, but seen from here. Or if you want, we're gonna go this way. And we find it over here too. So this, my friends, is here. Now we got that covered. It was a joke. So this is why they sold. So Alexander II did it, and what's his name? Medvedev is just calling that guy Patel an idiot. They're not gonna invade it, so relax. When the United States will happen something to it from within, not from outside, from within, these guys are gonna decide to break one day. Then probably Alaska could be invaded, as I said before, if the Russians remain strong. It depends who loses first. These guys are at it before Russia, so these guys are working at destroying their country. They're way ahead. They're like 3 laps ahead of Russia, and it seems like Russia goes the opposite direction. Culturally, socially, economically, militarily, educationally. Don't tell me, oh, well, it's better. I cry for this country because it's way ahead of Russia. Unfortunately, we have this garbage of these who try to destroy us. And they will succeed if we let them. But that's why we're talking about it. So we don't let them. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.